Alright, Chainsaw Man chapter 123 was an absolute banger from start to finish. Not only did we get a primal fear, we also saw a lot of threads unfold. So the chapter begins with Yoru with a huge scale. Rather now it's Asa. Okay, it's both of them. And they're running away from this weird headless entity. For a bit more context, I was gone for quite some time now, roughly a month. Had some stuff happening in life, so had to deal with that first. But moving on, a focus sort of shifts from Asa, and now we look into the devil itself, the very one that presented itself in the last chapter. Still nameless, it takes a corpse, then rips the head off, and kind of places it on top of herself itself. I mean, it's a devil, and those belong to some living person, yeah. No matter, but we kind of get this religious symbolic, in a way, this weird allegory, or this representation, personification in a way. It's very bizarre. Like, how is this thing even alive? It doesn't have a throat. The head is there, almost as if like a vessel to speak. And we get this weird French dialogue from her, and then she wears these weird chef clothing, which is bizarre again. The only person that's able to make heads and tail out of this is Fujimoto, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what's going on either. Regardless, this newly introduced headless devil gets ahead and becomes French. And now we get the confirmation. It's the falling devil. Rather, the primordial devil of fear of falling. I mean, heights. And it makes sense. I have no idea why, but this didn't cross our minds. Like the fear of falling is something that's primordial into children. That and fear of sound, along with fear of darkness. I remember I used to have a lot of dreams of falling from staircases, and I still do have them sometimes. And somehow I'm not really even afraid of heights. So it makes sense why this weird French devil would be here. Again, this thing has similar vibes to that weird darkness fiend that Denji fights in part 1. Yeah, they kind of share the same aesthetics. Except one is darkness, other is falling. And then we come back to Asa. And this time, we see Yoru kind of trying to help Asa, as she's going through some negative emotions. And then we kind of see them both, and not just them, but random people losing their sense of falling, or whatever, and they start floating, and we get weird dialogues as well. You see, the fear of falling is not just restricted to the physical plane, it's something far deeper. People fear a lot of falling. Falling in love, falling in general, falling in despair, falling in dreams, falling in life. A lot of things simply relate to the same fear. And just like that, Asa also falls into some trauma. And now this chapter was really in depth for Asa. I think it really cemented her character really well. This was definitely one of those personality defining chapters. So we kind of see her in this orphanage, right? And there's this woman, the teacher kinda, and this Asa with a kitten that she saved, which led to her mother dying. And there's this teacher who kinda acts and talks reasonable at first, that hey, you're restricted to this animal. Why don't you talk to other people? Give this cat to me. Cats belong with other cats, you belong with other humans. Let this cat be with a friend of mine who owns a lot of cats. You know, every other high school teacher. And just like every other high school teacher, she goes up and murders the little thing. And then she has the balls to say it on her face, to say it on Asa's face, that we don't have a family, so you don't deserve one either. And that's just how this chapter ends on a high note. I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. Personally, I really enjoyed this one. There was a new primal fear, There was Asa and her entire deal. I'm starting to connect with her even more now, which is kind of bizarre because, man, I had the most normal life ever. Can't really relate to all the trauma and stuff, but I still kind of see some sort of a connection there. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyhow, I'm really looking forward to the next chapter again, and if you guys would like, I would make an arc by arc review in which I'll cover the chapters that I kind of missed off. Anyhow, like, subscribe, and the good stuff. Do comment in the videos below. And yeah, my accent is kind of trash. I'll admit to this. I'm trying to fix it. So yeah, if you want more from me, you know the drill. Bye bye.